I say this in training all the time. How does it feel to be wrong before you know you're wrong? It feels exactly like you're right. So that's what happened to me. As some of you know, I'm remodeling this pretty amazing 1987 Ski Supreme. Well, I'm working on the top cap. The top cap, you may have seen some pictures recently where it is, I've got it all sanded and primered and painted. And anyway, so I shot the paint on January the 1st, and I thought, well, a good way to start the year. And it would dry, but it would not cure. Like you could leave your fingerprints in it. You could scratch it off with your fingernail. And so I'm like, okay, maybe it was too humid, too cool, or whatever, but I thought all the conditions were okay. Well, it turns out I had mixed the ratio, which I thought was 8-to-1, because it's been a while since I shot the main body of the hull of the boat. I thought it was 8-to-1. It turns out it's 4-to-1. So I had about half, for those math guys out there, I had exactly half of the hardener that I needed to have in there. So contacted the manufacturer, and I said, first of all, I couldn't figure out what was going on, and he sent me a message back and said, do you mix it at 4-to-1, right? And I'm like, no, I mix it at 8-to-1. He said, well, you're pretty much gonna have to wipe it down with acetone and scrape it off, and that's what I'm doing right now. So there it is, painfully. There's the dash, I've gotten it done, but look at how much yellow. Oh my word, there's so much yellow on this boat, and it's all got to come off, every bit of it. But you know what? I can't use the boat if I don't fix it. I can't use the boat. I mean, it's sticky, it's tacky, it'll scratch off with your fingernail. It's got to be hard, it's got to be tough like that, like the hull is. It's got to be ready for kids to be climbing and grandkids to be climbing on it and jumping off, and my old cat Bob would be, crawling around on it, not digging into it. So anyway, what do? It was a mistake. It was an error. It was an error that's costing me a lot of time. And I can look back on it. I always say this too in training. Hindsight's, in looking back at it, we're brilliant. We're geniuses. I look back at it and go, oh my word, I should have just, if I had waited one more day and contacted my paint guy on the 2nd, and after the holiday, and just verified and validated and checked. And the crazy thing is that I did check online, but I got the wrong paint. So here we are, dealing with human error again. And it's just so easy to look at it and go, should have, could have, why didn't you? But you know what? I didn't, because I thought I was right. And I even thought I verified it because I looked it up online, but I got the wrong type of paint that they make. And so anyway, so now what do? Well, we could blame and punish. Oh, believe me, I blame myself enough on this one. Or we can learn and improve and fix this thing, and that's what I'm doing. So if anybody's bored, like it's the beginning of the year, you don't have anything to do, and you're like, man, I sure wish I could go help Bob scrape that boat down. Yeah, come on over, bring your PPE, because this stuff is smelly, but we'll get it, and I'll keep you posted, right? So we'll see it within a number of hours here. We'll have this thing stripped down and ready to paint again. So hope your new year is kicking off good. I'm doing great, just doing a little extra work that I wasn't planning on. Stay in touch and keep the faith, keep moving this hop sort of thinking forward. And clearly I didn't turn off my buzzer because I heard a couple of text messages come in while I was videoing this, but I'm not going to re-record it because I don't really want to talk about all this again. I just want to get this back to work here. So it's about midnight here, and I'm probably need to wrap it up for tonight. But anyway, catch you on the next one.